This week in Art Matters, we meet three artists whose art forms are different but whose work convey a common message. Art is central, not peripheral, to understanding our lives. They all capture the growing sense of outrage against the increasing intolerance and fear spreading across the country.
Live in a democracy where we don't have a choice. Art or journalism should reflect the situation of present times.
For 23-year-old photographer Shujatro Ghosh, it was the outpouring of anger against attacks on women that stirred him to question our misplaced priorities towards the issue of women's safety in the country. And so, as part of a photo series on Instagram, Shujatro began capturing women in public spaces wearing a cow mask.
My photo series or my collaboration with women whom I'm photographing absolutely defines the current situation of the country, where cows are protected and women are not in a way. So yes, that's where I started my project.
While his images draw attention to society's indifference towards women's issues, they also ask why the cow is placed on a higher pedestal while women continue to face violence in their day-to-day lives.
For me, as an artist, fighting with those extremist groups was never an option. So it was always going to come through the form of art.
And while art stirs emotions, it also challenges disturbing social trends. The recent spate of lynchings inspired graphic artist, designer and activist Arijit Sen to design the logo for the countrywide protest Not In My Name, an initiative by documentary filmmaker Sabha Devan to condemn this violence.
I felt that a chappal kind of the visceral quality of that violence home to everyone, and that's why I chose to draw that chappal lying there with the bloody footprint and perhaps a metal rod or a stake or something or a danda lathi lying next to it.
इज्जत बचाने के नाम पे बताओगे मुझे क्या पहनना है?
It was this spellbinding performance by performer Maya Rao that echoed a collective sense of outrage and revulsion against the growing intolerance today.
You don't have 1 month to rehearse a show and to think about it. So it must be straight off the cuff, it must be somewhere from your gut. It's in the making of performance, because you get into another zone altogether, that suddenly all these events and words and the rhyme, and because things then start falling in a certain pattern, it hits you even harder. My cow. You strike a knife right through me. In the name of Make in India, you make me run, snatch the food from my mouth. It's good to go to a protest, but you go as an artist. And that has become more your stage. That is the place that will test your artistry. Don't you dare. Not in the name of Allah, Krishna.
With camera persons Sumi Diogam and Ajmal Jami in New Delhi, Martina Roy for Ndtv.
Kalburgi Pehlu Khan Pansare Junaid